Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming Central Bangladesh. Today I'm gonna talk about Denuvo's impact on gaming industry and game optimization. Now before I start, let's get it clear that I don't support or promote piracy, but I clearly don't support Denuvo at all. Now those who don't know about Denuvo or doesn't have any clear idea about it, check our channel and you will find a video on it. I guess it will help you a lot to know more about Denuvo. Now the question is, does Denuvo really exist? Is it possible to stop anyone from cracking or unlocking anything that another human being has locked? Or it's just a made up thing and developers are paying the crackers to remain inactive? If it does exist, why only big developers with a lot of money are using it? Because its implementation is costly. But again, why it's costly? Let's forget about that and talk about Denuvo's impact on the gaming industry. I know the companies have their right to protect their own assets, their games. They have to work really hard to complete a game, and if someone plays it as for free, it's totally not fair. But wait, only companies which are big enough are using it. Then what about the small companies? They can't use it as its implementation is costly. But don't they have any right to protect their games? They also make good games, right? Now you might be thinking that why the heck I am talking about small developers and their inability to use it. So here is it. Did you guys happen to hear about The Witness? It's a masterpiece made by a small developer. Recently, its developer talked about massive piracy of his game as it has no protection, and also mentioned that he might not be able to make any more games because his earnings will not be enough to support another game due to piracy. So what did you guys get from this? Due to Denuvo, the number of pirating small game has increased remarkably. Now, to make my point more clear, I'll try to show you guys some examples or instance for suppose you have 5 minutes to take gems from 2 chests. One is bigger, has 5,000 gems in it. Consider it as a big developer like Electronic Arts, Rocksteady or Ubisoft, and another is smaller, have 200 gems. Both are locked, but you can pick them both. Pick them means you can unlock them both. But remember one thing, you can take only 300 gems in 5 minutes and you have only 5 minutes. So which one you will open? Obviously the bigger one, because if you open the bigger one, you can take up to your capability. You can take 100 gems more than the smaller one. But think about one thing, if you take from the big developer or the big chest still have 4,700 gems left in his pocket. And now another scary rule. Same rules, same situation, but the bigger chest is unlockable. You cannot break it. So obviously you will go for the small one and take everything it has in it. You will take all 200 gems because your capability is 300. So you will obviously take 200 gems and leave the small chest or developer with nothing, and one day he'll obviously out of business. Due to Denuvo, a clear imbalance has risen. The small developers are suffering a lot, and the number of games and rise of small developers will decrease at a rapid speed. The Witness got 10 on IGN. Even The Witcher 3 didn't even manage to get 10 on IGN. So think about how much good the game was, and think about the possibility of there will be no game from these developers, because as no one get to pirate the big games, everyone pirated his game, and now he has no money to develop another. Now the PC hardware industry, you might be thinking that it's not a great possibility that Denuvo will be responsible for the reason of falling the PC hardware industry. Maybe it will not be that much, but it will. because free pirated games was one of the most important fact for people to choose PC over consoles. And you have to admit the fact, not in third world countries, not in countries like Bangladesh or India, even USA and most other countries, people use PC over console because of the fact that they can use the pirated games to test their games before buying it, and sometimes they can use the pirated games when they are low on money or didn't want to pay for all the games. Now let's talk about game optimization. We have no solid proofs, but we do know how softwares and programs work. If you try to protect something really hard and really bad, there is quite a possibility to damage the product itself, right? Okay, and for a fact, no one can deny Denuvo has no effect on game optimization. First of all, it took a hell lot of budget from the game. It increases the size of the game to some extent. Reports have been filed that it damages SSDs and it writes data automatically. The file related to Denuvo cannot be deleted even after you delete the game. Yes, the file related to Denuvo cannot be deleted even after you delete the game. It's Microsoft over again. They doesn't care nothing about your privacy or your rights. Seriously, who gives the developers that kind of right to that you cannot remove a file from your own PC even you have paid for that game, right? It can automatically, one more thing, it can automatically modify a program not to work if it sees any kind of modification. How about it gets a false modification report? You are aware of the antivirus program often get report of false viruses. They report a file as virus, which is exactly not a virus. This is called false report. Think Denuvo found that something is trying to modify the game. Something is trying to modify the game, but in reality it is not. And Denuvo, without being assured of the fact that it is really trying to modify the game, being held responsible for the crash of the game, right? And one more thing, I don't know the exact number, but many users who have pre-ordered Far Cry Primal has recently cancelled their pre-order after they heard that it is protected by Denuvo, because the paid users are already being concerned about the fact that Denuvo has a lot of bad sites. Okay, now it was all about the game optimization, and so far I don't know. Now let's talk about a game. The game which has a lot of controversies. Like the name of the game is Batman Arkham Knight. You have all heard about it. It was talk of the town for almost 6 to 8 months, and the game was supposed to be mind-blowing or mind-busting, but it turned out to be a total disaster. Now, why did it turn out to be a total disaster? It is reported that the game was developed or ported for PC by 12 people, and the game has two kinds of protection. You develop a game using 12 people and use two kinds of software to protect this game. So how many people work to protect the game and how many people work to make the game? Just consider this fact. Does this shit make any kind of sense? We are willing to pay you $60 for a title, and you have only 12 men working on it, and the game turned out to be a total disaster. Even you cannot get 30 FPS with a very highly configured PC. So the developers are spending too much attention, money, and what they called too much of their energy for protecting the game rather than developing the game. And before I end, at the beginning of this video, I stated clearly that I don't support piracy, and those who buys game, I on myself try to buy every game possible. Every game I play, I try to buy it, but it's not always possible to buy each and every game. And I really believe that you are aware of the fact. But those who buys games do not support piracy. Also, always try to help the developers. I salute you guys, and you are great. But I'm not against you. I'm against Denuvo and its bad effects. If you think anything I have stated in this video is wrong, yes, you are absolutely right. You don't have to prove it that I am wrong. I'm myself saying that I can be wrong. I can be wrong. That there is a probability of 99% of my statement are worthless and doesn't make any sense. But don't bother proving me wrong. You can ignore this post. You can easily look anything else. Put a dislike in my video. But please don't use any kind of bad comments in the comment section. This video doesn't says that Denuvo is bad or piracy is good. It just says that Denuvo is not good. Like autocracy is not good also. But most of the countries developed during autocracy rules. And if you think democracy is good, you gotta change your views, brother. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day.